start
I
timer or some
was.
shit like
It
that?
is.
What do you guys want to talk about? Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian. With me always is...
I'm Mark.
That's right. And Mark, today, at some point... What happened? What'd you do? Oh, see? You broke the thing again.
Yeah. Fuck that. I don't understand.
You know
I
what
don't
Andy
understand.
says? You know what Andy says?
Huh.
It's all your fault.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, but he also has Jesus in his videos.
Yeah, we don't. That's why it's your fault. So, tonight we're going to have on the show with us, hopefully here in just a minute or two, CJ. And I'm not going to butcher his last name, so don't even try to get me to do that, Mark. We're not. No, sir. So, CJ did a little movie called The Evil 3.
Yes.
And this movie will feature which 3 faces of evil, sir?
Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Leatherface.
That's right. This is this is a pretty badass story.
It's like a dream. Everybody would love to see these 3 loose in a city, especially like Haddonfield.
And I think CJ is probably going to make that happen for everybody.
Well, we're hoping.
All right. So while we're waiting for CJ, new exciting news. Edge, Adam Copeland has made his way to AEW. How do you feel about that?
At first I was like, no, I did not like it. But you know what? I like it because of the fact that we'll get to see a whole bunch of new stuff.
What's going on, John?
One of the things that he wants to do before Sting retires permanently is wrestle Sting.
Okay. He is old. You're absolutely right.
No, he's only 50.
Adam Copeland is 50 years old. That's old, bud. That's old. The man started his wrestling career at the beautiful age of 19.
Before that.
No, are you sure? He was on the indie circuit, I think, at the age of 19.
Yeah, I have his book. Would you like to read it?
How old was he?
He was about, most of them started, he was about 18.
Okay.
But, most of them actually started before then, backyard wrestling, stuff like that.
Been there, done that. SAW. Let's get it. Oh, my goodness. Last week, we had a couple of gentlemen on the show. And if you're not aware, if you're not in tune, please, for the love of God, do yourself a favor and go over to YouTube. Check out Retro Rental Review. Matt Thrash and Andrew Jasic run a fantastic show over there. We got Basement Surge watching us right now, and Basement Surge John runs a fantastic. He's got a bunch of different things in the works. I think he's like the morning DJ now. Is that right, John? You're doing radio hosting DJ stuff in the basement, from the basement. What do you got coming up on your show?
John is he does it mornings, afternoons, evenings.
He's staying busy, dude. He's trying to stay up to date, so that's a good thing.
He does a good job, and most of the time, check him out on TikTok. He does a good job over there. He's got a good following, I think.
Mark's trying to get on the TikToks.
I made one today. I actually made one, and I thought I tagged you in it. I don't think you've seen it or not.
Is it the breast awareness one?
No. This one
Breast
has me
cancer awareness?
This one has me dancing, but it's just my face and has a it's funny.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. You guys done fucked up. You let Mark get on TikTok.
Hey, we have a following on TikTok. Just
Yes, 3 people. Mom, dad, and your brother.
no, 1,000, and my brother doesn't watch it.
Well, your brother's an a-hole for not watching our show, so give him one of these for me.
Yeah,
now you did tell CJ that it was
CJ is coming.
Eastern Standard Time.
CJ's coming. Don't worry. I just messaged him. He said, "Oh shit." So that tells you that he forgot. He probably thought it was Central.
Is he Central Time? Where's he located at?
Illinois.
Aha. It's not 8 o'clock his time. So
what the hell? K-E. I don't even know what the
what.
He put I said we'll give him a few minutes to get in here. He said okay. And then he put a E. I don't even know what the. Anyways,
ask him when he gets in here.
I will.
Okay, so other exciting news. What else do you got for us?
I don't know.
Oh, I just read somewhere that somebody passed away.
Dick Butkus passed away at the age of 80. And the last time I seen anything to do with him, he was not doing too well as it was.
Go figure. There's a lot of people that I've been checking out. I've been checking out Brutus's wife on TikTok. The Beefcakes.
Yeah. She's trying to settle the feud between Hogan and Beefcake.
I don't know why these guys even think that they need a feud. Just get over it. Get over it, dude.
They're best friends for over 20 something years.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I mean, Beefcake was using, I guess, selling stuff that supposedly had to do with Hogan.
Hey, if there's a way that you can both make money on it, though, I mean, don't look at it like, hey, I'm selling.
Oh hell, Hogan makes plenty.
Yeah, I know he does, but listen, who doesn't want a little bit more?
You see how much he charges you to autograph something?
No,
over $100 just the tickets to get
his autograph.
Yep. I have a bandana that I've had since 1989, 90, somewhere in that area, of Hogan's, and
the yellow and red.
Yep. And I really want him to sign it.
But you're not willing to pay $100.
No. Guess what?
We have a guest.
We have a guest. And
Almighty Wizard of Oz, please show us the guest. Show us what's behind the curtain.
This is CJ, and I'm not going to say his last name because I'm not going to butcher it, like you said.
I'm not going to butcher it. CJ, you get to say your last name. How do you say?
CJ Vecchio.
Vecchio. Oh, okay, so that's not terrible.
Not bad. How you
guys doing? Good, man. Thanks for making it. I'm sure I was telling Mark, I said, you didn't tell him it was Eastern Standard Time, did you?
Oh, I did. I did.
Chicago over here.
Yes, I did tell him Eastern when I sent him the link earlier, but people get busy during the day. I should have waited until further in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm on call 24/7. So,
all right. On here, we like to start off the questions fairly easy. We have one question and to start off. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Busy. A lot of crazy stuff's going on over here in Chicago. We're doing the Chicago Horror Film Festival this year. So just got back from Chicago at the theater. We're having it at Facet's Theater off of Fullerton in Chicago. So we did a test screening to make sure the films and everything works. All the files work, and it was perfect. So I was pretty happy with that.
Sweet.
So tell us a little bit about this particular film. Give us the rundown.
It's the Chicago Horror Film Festival. It's the 24th anniversary, and I just took it over this year from Willie Atkins. So it's my first time running it, festival director. So we have 150 films from all over around the world for a 2-day event here in Chicago. It's pretty crazy.
What names have you guys seen come across?
Well, you know what? They're all everybody. They're all independent, all indie.
Sure.
So I mean, they're from Canada. We have them from Brazil, Ukraine. Spain. I gotta say, Canada's pumping out some really good horror. So I think there's probably about 7-8 indie films from Canada alone in the festival. So I mean, it's just everybody, all the indies. It's all over. We got comedy, your grindhouse, you name it, we have it. Animation, stuff like that.
Animation, that's got to be fun.
Yeah. There's some really good ones. There's some really good ones. There's this one, Abrupto, and it is basically a full feature length puppet. It's not animation, it's just puppetry, but they look real. It's crazy. I don't know how they did it. It's one of my favorite. I don't want to but it's one of my favorites. So it's pretty crazy how they did it. So pretty excited about that.
Cool.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I know that you had a question. Go ahead.
This is a 2-day film festival. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. Saturday, October 21st, to Sunday, October 22nd. We're doing 12-hour days. So it starts Saturday. Actually, it's 13 hours on Saturday from 11 to midnight. And on Sunday, the 22nd, it's from 11 to 11. Okay. So it's basically we have three theaters going, 3 screens going, 12, 13 hours days. So like I said, it's we're kind of banging them out just with scheduling. Probably could have used a third day. But
I was going to ask you, is 2 not enough? 2 doesn't sound like enough.
No. I mean, we tried to get a third. We just couldn't do it with the scheduling. So, like I said, plus, it's my first time doing it. I mean, I've been to plenty of film festivals with my films, right? So I'm a filmmaker. That's how I got started a couple of years ago. So I just been to, film festivals around, the United States, and I just took the best and I'm putting it into this one. So, I just enjoy. I've been to some bad ones, and I know what to do and what not to do. So hopefully everything works out pretty good for October here in Chicago.
Good.
Yeah, and like I said, the third, it's the first season, so I want it to grow, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea. So next year we will have 3 days, and then a year after that, maybe we'll have a week, like a 5-day type of showing. So like I said, we're planning it out. It's just we have it planned out pretty interesting how it's going to work. So.
Yeah, you definitely want to come back and do it again next year and make it bigger and better than what it was the year prior.
Yeah, that's the idea. I want to have, like I said, with a lot of the film horror conventions, they're doing film festivals. They're like, Days of the Dead and PopCon. It's, they kind of mixed everything in there. So that's, I would like to maybe next year have some vendors. We do have Rachel Murphy. She's a psychic, so she's going to do some spirit board readings, stuff like that. But I think next year we're going to probably plan on having some more vendors, maybe a couple. I have some friends in the movie industry, some actors, bring them over. But I think, I'm going to try to take baby steps, right?
Sure.
Chris being the first one that I'm doing. Like I said, this is the 24th year, but it's my first time I took it over. So, like I said, baby steps and see how it goes. But I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I told the theater, they're like, how many are you expecting? I go, well, you're expecting 1 or 200 a block. So tickets are selling pretty good. So I'm pretty excited. So so far we're like half sold out. So we still have 2 weeks to go.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, it's right before Halloween. So I mean, that's the big push. It's like for us here in Florida, we've my family, we're doing something right around that same time frame. So Halloween for us is going to be at a place called the Graveyard.
Nice.
And we're just going to be playing in the mud and giving candy out to kids and stuff like that,
Yeah.
It's not actually a graveyard. Just to let them know, it's just not a graveyard.
That would be cool. Graveyard. Film festival at a graveyard. It'd be hard to, scout one out, but that would be pretty cool. But we're doing, having fun events. We're doing a costume contest.
Cool.
We just actually the red carpet, the step and walk that just showed up today at my door. So that's that. I have to open that up to see how that turned out. So it's just pretty exciting, So we're doing some decorations and all that. The bar there's a bar, for some adult beverages. So that was a key. So that's pretty cool. And then, but yeah, super excited. Like I said, we went today, tested out a couple films on the files, and everything worked out pretty good.
Have you had to go through and cut anybody from it to free up a bunch of time?
No. Well, you know what? Like I said, when did we pick? I think it was September 9th when we announced everybody. And I just, hey, get your files in. So it gets to a point, 3 strikes, you're out. If I send you, originally we had 150, we had 550 submissions altogether, right? Which is crazy. And we nailed it down to 150, right? Just to get the time frame. I think we had to cut 5, and I think I just cut 2 more just for not, either ghosting us and never giving us files. So, I mean,
what can you do? You can't do anything if you don't have the files.
Yeah. I sent 3 emails and, today time's up, and the deadline was last week. So I gave them a little extra chance. But yeah, I just had to cut 2 of them right now. And, and which kind of stinks. And I sent emails, but I mean, one of them actually was going to be nominated. So that, and that's the reason why I kind of, wasn't going to be like, all right, hard line. Last week was it. I sent you a couple of emails, folks, you got to check your spam file. Okay. Once a week. You gotta
absolutely
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately I had to do it, so like I said, but that's just that's just the name of the game. I mean, people lose track and, busy, and sometimes they forget, and it's just, you just got to keep on moving. I mean, the theater wants the files by midweek next week. So, I guess that, and what I'm doing is I'm kind of taking them and re-editing. We're doing a little feature right in the beginning, like a 15-second spot just to get ready, some, we're going to show the poster, the film name, director, where it's from, time, a little bit of, little something in there just to get people ready for the next film, instead of, I hate when I go to film festivals, it's just like, they just start banging them out one after the other. So you don't know if it's starting or ending or what's going on. So I kind of I wanted to give a little gap. So I have to re-edit every single film that came in, 155 films, which takes a lot of time. So like I said, I just get to a point where, send you 3 emails, you don't answer it, you got to move on.
So are you at the point though, where if somebody begged for forgiveness, like, hey, my mom passed away, I didn't get this to you, can you please review it? If it fits, please do it. I figured you would. I didn't think it was going to be, until they're ready for them.
When I give them the final files, there's nothing I can do after that. You know, I mean, it doesn't take me that long. Yeah. If someone reached out to me, that's no problem. As long as everything's not completed, then it's fine. Like I said, and they still have now, if they're watching now, and, going to check their emails, they still have another 3-day grace period, but it gets to a point where I just can't keep on emailing. I just got to move on. So if I hear back from them saying, oh shit, I forgot, is that okay? I file, yeah, that's fine. So
we'll squeeze you in somehow.
We'll squeeze you in. So, and they're on the schedule already. I made the schedule up already, so I just have to check it off. So if they don't make it, just we free up 20 minutes, and there you go. Move something in its place.
Yeah, you definitely want to fill the card, but you don't want to have an overabundance either, because then it's going to be like, a
little bit of breathing room. Gives me breathing room too. If we do have to cut some films. I mean, there's one feature. It was like 2 hours long, and for some reason they sent me. I don't know what was wrong with their file. They actually sent me a file, but it was like 1 billion gigabytes or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute, man, something's wrong with that. It's like 500 million, megabytes. I'm like, it's like, oh, no, it takes me a week to,
I can't even download it.
Yeah, come on, man, give me an MP4 file, So I don't know what happened to that, and I think they kind of gave up on, I don't know what the hell they were doing, but like I said, it freed up an hour, so which is fine for us, unfortunately, so yeah, just get in it going.
Good deal. So besides this project, I know that I'm sure you have another life outside of this. What do you do for a living?
Well, you know what? It's just how crazy it is, right? Right. So I'm 55 years old, right? Started this 3 years ago. There's, plenty of stories about that. I own a party bus company in Chicago. So yeah, do party buses, pretty crazy. I also my brother has a trucking company. So he's busy. So he's just like, hey, you want to partner up? And partner up. So now, before I would sleep until like 11 o'clock in the afternoon because party buses are at night, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So now I got to wake up at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning to go by him, and then so and dealing with the having this on my plate, and then I also have a fan film I'm in the middle of editing. So it's pretty busy. I'm pretty busy. I haven't seen the girlfriend in like 3 weeks, so let's put it that way. Yeah,
she still exists, right?
Yeah, I think she's happy. I think she kind of likes it this way, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know, Mark. How would your wife feel about that?
She wants me to leave.
Yeah.
She says it's time for her vacation.
Yeah,
I said she had that back in April or May.
That's it. But yeah, it's super busy. I mean, I've been pretty. I guess I've been pretty fortunate with my life. I've been spoiled, and especially with business, But I figured it'd be slowing down, but it's actually picking up, which I'm not complaining. So, but like I said, it's pretty busy. And then, like I said, having this task, which is fun and I love it. But like I said, you just got to, grind it out and get her done.
Yeah. Well, let's go and talk about
the fan film.
The fan film that you mentioned there.
Yeah, the Evil 3. So
the Evil 3 had, as soon as I read this synopsis for that, you had me hooked. No. I haven't even seen much about it. I think I seen the trailer or the teaser.
Yeah, super excited. It's a fan film, right? So it's a full-length fan film. We kind of did it. I wanted to do it where I combine my favorite characters. So, but I wanted it in a realistic world, right? None of this Freddy Krueger or Chucky or dead Jason, right? So it's basically Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Leatherface. So and the deal is they're all in prison together, and Smith Groves, and they shut it down. The state of Illinois shuts it down, so they have to get transported to a different prison facility. And let's say doesn't go that way. Shit hits the fan real quick. So pretty excited about it. We did film it. Basically, we filmed it last year. We're just in the middle of editing. So we did an Indiegogo campaign. It's still running right now, which I gotta say it did pretty good. Raised $25,000 for it. So we filmed it in 3 weekends last year, and it's just editing. The problem is like it's just me, right, doing all the editing and all that, and we had some complications with computer equipment. We had 2 computers crash on us in the middle of editing. So what I'm doing right now is just, after this weekend, just banging out. I'm trying to push a screening to screen it at the film festival in 2 weeks.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Just a lot of pressure on that. So, like I said, it's just, I've always done short films. So doing a feature is, it's a pretty big deal, especially with editing. So, but super excited. Like I said, I showed a couple of my friends that are directors in LA, the first couple, cuts of it. And they liked it, and they gave some tips and some suggestions, which, I take suggestions pretty well. And, I tweaked it to, what they would, thought it was good, and it actually made it better. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Now, While you were talking, I decided to look it up, and we're going to show the people the teaser for it.
Oh, there you go.
The people, the two people that are watching. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right.
The film which you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell families from 3 states, Texas, New Jersey, and Illinois. It is all the more tragic the victims in all 3 states were young, but had they lived very, very long lives, they could not have expected, nor would they have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they did. Each of the state's killers were caught and convicted of their heinous crimes and sent to a facility for the criminally insane to live out their lives behind bars. But years of federal spending mismanagement, cuts had to have been made, and the federal government decided to close down the facility. Its name, Smith's Grove Sanitarium. The events you're about to witness will be reported as one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, and committed by whom historians will refer to as the Evil Three.
You're probably wondering who's this guy and why is he in a jail
So
cell?
this is the intro video.
Yeah.
Well, my name is CJ Vecchio. I'm an award-winning writer and director and a huge fan of the 80s, 90s slasher.
Oh, that cut pretty quick. There is a teaser trailer.
For the film.
Yeah. It's on the YouTube, on my YouTube. It should probably, if you look on there. That was the Indiegogo. That was our Indiegogo campaign video. We did
Right. Oh, that was the first one that I looked at. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be on it. Whatever, if you do it in order, you'll see it on as a teaser trailer. It's probably like one of the latest ones on my
Who does that intro there?
me. Oh, the voice?
That's you. Yeah. Is that you too? That's not you.
No, that's not me. That's not me. It's a friend of mine. So let's put it that way. It's a friend of mine. So yeah. But that scene, we filmed it at the studio. There's a studio in Chicago. It's called the Film Diner. So it's all like for independent filmmakers. And everybody's like what do you call it? A co-act. Everybody like works together and stuff. And it's basically almost free. You can use the studio for free and stuff, and discounted on equipment. So that's what we did there. Everybody volunteered. The 3 in the back, those were my friends. So I said, hey, you want to
put this mask on? I need you to say it for a second.
And what sucked was I've acted before, right? So I about 20 years ago, I was in some TV shows and all that, and I wrote the script out. I'm filming it behind the jail cell, right? And my 3 buddies are behind me, and I kept on. We must have taken probably about 20 takes because I kept on screwing it up. And I was getting so embarrassed and sweaty. And they're like, dude, you wrote that, didn't you? Well, yeah, I know I wrote it, but it's just everything's crazy right now. So, but yeah, if you see that, I don't know if I could send you a link to that, the latest trailer. Let's see.
Is this the one?
Good question. I don't know. Yeah, this could be it. Yeah, this might be it. Yeah, this is it. These are scenes from the movie. Yeah, and the trailer, the full trailer should be coming out probably next week.
Okay. Yeah, so the only person we didn't see in that one was Jason, right?
Well, you've seen him for a brief second.
Yeah,
the
every
beginning.
second he was in there and stuff. So
Okay.
it was just cool. Like I said, we're in the middle of editing right now. So
Yeah.
like the next week, I'm gonna probably spend every day just finishing up just to come up with the teaser. So, but yeah, we shot it in Chicago, the burbs of Chicago. And it was 3 weekends in a row. Thank God, a lot of my big mistake was filming it in the fall. So a lot of it was exterior scenes. So it was fighting the sun. We were fighting the sun every day, right? And that was just like, oh shit, the sun's coming down. So, but we banged out the scenes. It was I'm just happy we had some great weather because in Chicago, I mean, it's going to be 40 degrees next week. So,
Oh wow.
So when
we're not getting that here.
70. So
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
We might get maybe upper 50s here.
Oh yeah, Florida.
If that.
Oh no, that's at night though. During the
Yeah.
day, we're supposed to be like in the 70s, upper 70s.
Yeah, I love
I'll still
Florida.
get in the pool. I'll still get in the pool in the daytime.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, I'm in the pool.
I think I'll be down there in April, Key Largo. So I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, you're going to the Keys. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a Clearwater, Tarpon Springs boy. We had houses out there, so I like that part of Florida. When I started dating a girlfriend, her sister lives in Clearwater, which I'm like, oh, that's great. We had a house in Clearwater, and I always thought we've been dating for 11 years. We'll get sidetracked, and I'm like, ultimately, I was like, you know what? Ultimate goal is to move down to Florida, right? I figured, when the kid gets older, which happened 5 years ago, we'll move down. And as soon as the kid got older, moved out, she's like, I hate Florida. It's too humid for me. I'm like,
it sucks, man.
Oh, it does. I said, we get a great AC. If great AC, we'll be fine. So, yeah. So my goal is to at least, be a snowbird or something like that, meet in the middle. So,
yeah, we're Florida residents and we are not, we melt all the time.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Well, I'm sure the summertime's a brutal. Yeah, but winter. I mean, I would rather deal with 70 degrees in the winter than a blizzard here in Chicago, right?
I can understand. It's too cold for me in our winter here because it freezes up my hands. All I want to do is sit here and do this all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and I'm a shorts, sandals, and t-shirt guy, right? So I mean, if I could dress that way all year long, I'll be happy. So that's my end game. That's my end game.
That's my son there. He loves shorts, no shirt, and sandals. That's it. Yeah. So what are you going to do when you have to get a job? Find one that doesn't have to make me wear any of this?
Hey, that's what I do. Like I said, I show up to work, wearing pajama pants to the office. I mean, it's most of the stuff we do, is, online telephone. So, I'd be sitting there in my underwear. Really, nobody's going to know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Drop the camera.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh. So, but no, it's just been a crazy year. Like I said, I've learned so much, especially with the Evil 3 editing on things not to do, and it's just, it's going to especially help, like I said, for the next, what I do next is just live and learn. And, every day you learn something new. And like I said, things not to do, especially on Premiere Pro. Right. So, yeah. So we just had a couple editing problems, couple computers crashed, and
it sucks.
Yeah. Files. I mean, I just purchased like a 10 terabyte hard drive, and I'm happy I backed up because the next day the computer crashed. So I would have lost 6 months worth of work. So I'm
then you either got to go out and start all over again. Yeah. Reshoot everything.
So do you have any idea when the movie might actually premiere?
Yeah, well, I'm crossing my fingers we could do a test screening on the Chicago Horror Film Festival, right? And I want to try to do it like a Hollywood test screening where everybody have like little cards, you hand them out, whether you like, what don't you like. So I'm shooting for, after that, like hopefully in November, December, right? I still would like to do an easy reshoot real quick, which would only take probably 4 or 5 hours. Just something, just what I can see now that we're missing. And if it's not in there, it's fine, but I just want to kind of add to it, just something that I would add. So we're some basic shots. which is easy peasy. You know, I mean, my backyard. I live behind. There's woods behind me, so it should be an easy shot. But like I said, I'm looking. You know, I'm looking probably. You know, test screening should go. You know, in 2 weeks, and then you know, release it out probably November. The full release. And the way we're going to do it is on Indiegogo. People bought perks. Like there's actually screening perks, right? Test screening. So those people will get it a couple days before we do it at the Chicago Horror Film Festival. And then we'll do a test screening for scores and suggestions. And then what we're going to do is the people that bought the pay-per-view perk will get it, right? And then obviously the Blu-ray and DVD. The last thing I'm doing something a little different. YouTube's going to be the last thing that we release it on, right? Okay. So I want to try to build this excitement. I also too want to do, you know, with the DVD and Blu-ray perks, you know, and same thing with the screening and pay-per-view. Want to do like a not, you know, unrated version, right? Like a red band type of trailer. Because YouTube, the problem is, you know, we're going to get strikes against us, right? Because it's, you know, some gore in there. Sure. So I know Sawyer Massacre, Steve Merlot's fan film. I guess he got hit by YouTube, right? So they kind of, you know, ghosted or shadow banned, is it what I want to call his film? So I don't want that to happen. So
we had him on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Great guy. He was wonderful. You know, I even watched his movie. He left me on a cliffhanger. So, and he told me why he did it. And it was great why he did it. You know, made people talk about it.
Yeah. He's a great guy. I mean, him and I, if I need to ask him a question, I shoot him a text message and within like 2 minutes, he replies back and vice versa. And what's cool with the, you know, indie film director, filmmaker scene is everybody kind of sticks together and talks, right? You know, I mean, we have a Facebook group. So, you know, we think bing, bang, you know, go back and forth, you know, throw a couple memes, crack some jokes, you know. Hey, what do you think about this scene? What do you think about this poster that we're doing? What do you think about this script?
Oh, I love your guys' poster.
Oh, yeah.
Evil 3.
Yeah. A lot of it's Mid-Journey. So did a lot of Mid-Journey on there and just some, you know, Photoshop and tweaking and stuff like that. So
well, that was the first thing I ever saw was the poster.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute, Evil 3, what shit? What did I miss? So I had to go back and research it a little bit, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, this looks awesome. I can't wait. You know, I always wanted to see those three on screen. Anyways, I'm not much of a Leatherface fan, but you know what? You have three entities.
That one guy.
I got one.
You're that one guy. Not a fan of Leatherface. Blah.
Well, no, I'm not a fan of Leatherface, but you know what? All three of them don't talk. So this should be interesting.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's not, and like I said, at the beginning of our campaign, I wanted to make it clear that this isn't a versus film, right? So every one of them has their own story. They go on their own three little adventures, right? And then they kind of meet up at the end a little bit, but it's not a versus, you know, battle it out, you know, Jason versus Michael versus Leatherface. I mean, there is a little, you know, so a couple scenes of them together. But like I said, it's more of a story driven and an adventure, not adventure, but a quest.
Well, it's an adventure for them.
Yeah, it's an adventure for them, the people they run into. So, but yeah, and it was pretty, like I said, I'm happy when we shot it. You know, it was perfect. But you know, the thing too is with indie films, you know, we're on a budget, right? You know, so you know, 25. You know, at the time, I think we were at 20,000, which is nothing, right? It is nothing. So we were fortunate to have, you know, like I said, a lot of volunteers. Film Diner, the film studio in Chicago, they, like I said, donated a lot of equipment. I mean, we did have to. When I did film my shorts, I rented like a couple lights, and it cost me like $1,000. And with this Film Diner, you know, we filled up a van with so much equipment. I think he just charges like $100 a day for everything, which would have probably been $10,000.
That's cool
At a regular studio. So I'm just happy, you know, like I said, everything worked out. Locations, I scouted locations for probably 2 months. We a couple of the scenes were at a forest preserve. So there's in Chicago, it belongs to Cook County, right? I don't know if you know anything about Chicago or Cook County, but it's kind of they call it Crook County. Let's put it that way. And
it cost you some money to go film there.
So I wanted to be legit. I need permits. I ain't gonna do any guerrilla. I've heard nightmares about doing that. So we went to get permits in Cook County Forest Preserve. They wanted $350 an hour to film, right? Plus $40 an hour for a forest preserve police officer, which I'm fine with that, right? But $350 an hour just to film, and we were filming 2 days. So you figure, 12-hour days, right? That impossible. So the next town over, I think it's Will County, probably a 10-minute drive. They charged us $50 a day for their forest preserves.
Well, there you go. We're gonna be in that forest.
So we were there. We shot there. 2 days. 2 days we shot there, which was fun. We needed a house. So I went on Airbnb, scouted a couple of houses, and finally found this huge mansion on 10 acres of land. Awesome couple, Michelle and Haley. And they're like, how about $75 a day? I go, for everything? And she even bring, people, they want to give me $50, they could stay there. They have like 10 bedrooms and stuff. So we had a mansion for a 3-day weekend. With 10 acres of woods, so that we used some of the scenes of the woods we filmed in there. So
good.
That was pretty. It was like on a budget. One of those on the budget type of reality shows. What can I buy for $3? How much food can we buy for $3? So I was pretty excited. That I came across those deals. And it was one of those a little too good to be true. So I'm like, let's do contracts. I'm about a contract, right? And so I'm pretty happy we found that, because a lot of the Airbnbs were charging, $1,000 a day. When they hear that you're filming a movie, it's the sirens.
Oh, they think that you're the
yeah. Oh, it was Universal. Okay.
you're MGM. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was pretty fortunate. We did a lot of rented a couple cars off of one of those car rental sites,
my wife did that. Turo?
Yeah, Turo. So this guy had a legit police SUV with the little light, on the outside of the window. So, and I bought some light bars from Amazon. I got a magnet that said Warren County Sheriff's Department, right, to match with Halloween. So that was pretty badass driving that for a weekend. Let me tell you, that thing has balls too. So, it was pretty fun. So we got that, super cheap. Like I said, if you look for it, you could find it to fit your budget.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, my wife and her friend, they went to Alaska. They used her airline miles. So my wife was like, well, how much do I owe you? And she was like, I don't know, $400.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So she went for a whole week, dude. Round trip, right? So they had a place to stay in Alaska because they stayed with her niece. My wife rented a car from Turo. Same thing you're talking about. I think it was $150 for 4 days.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good deal.
Yeah. You can get that. So I think it was like $70 a day. So I was like, hell yeah, it's a legit squad car. So SUV squad. So that was plus we used it to haul gear, or we had to drive people back. You had to drive one of the actresses back to Chicago. Hop in, we're gonna go install the police. I got the cherries on top and stuff. I mean, that was pretty cool. So
I was doing the math in Cook County. Wanted over $10,000 just for 3 days.
Oh yeah. That's not shocking. Yeah, it's just crazy.
That's like taking your whole budget right there.
That's your budget. Everything. That's So I was happy with Will County. They were super easy to work with. We had permits. Sheriff showed up just to see how everything was going. I'm like, they knew all about it. Gave me his cell phone number if you got any problems. We had volunteers, so we blocked off. It was pretty funny. We had a couple people like, we had signs saying, we're filming, this is, do not call 911. You know,
Okay.
It's a horror movie. You know, please don't. You know, we had a couple onlookers like look around the corner because it's like, you know, you follow the path and there we are, and you see them watching and walking their dog. You know, thank God we're at a lunch break. So, you know, I didn't want to say nothing. I think I would be like nosy too if I saw something like that. So
I'd be sitting there like, can I join?
yeah, I'd probably be like, yeah, come on in, you know. So
I was going to say, you seem like one of those people that have been like, hey, you want to check out the set? We're on lunch, so come on over.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We of course, on set, there's always drama, and I'm always, even in business, you know, I always have a plan B and a plan C. So we had a couple, you know, we had this actress ghost us, right? Last minute, 24 hours, made a big stink about something. She wanted more lines, you know, than what we originally gave her, which she did read the script, you know, like 3 weeks before, right? And then I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you more lines. And, you know, it's too late. You know, she was 12 hours away, right? And, you know, we had one of the actors, one of the perks that we did was come and act, right? So the actor that came, he was going to play, you know, for one scene, Michael Myers. That was the perk, right? So he was all excited, flew in from, I think, Iowa. And then all of a sudden we needed a cop, right? So, and it didn't matter if it was a girl or guy. You know, we had a couple extra guy shirts, you know, police shirts. So I go to him, I go, you want to be Officer Apple, you know? And he's like, yeah, sure. I go, there you go, man.
I'm already here.
Yeah, here's some lines for you, you know? And actually he had more lines. I'm like, you know, hey, I think this would be cool to say. Dude, if it works, say it. So yeah, so he got a BOGO, you know, buy one, get one free. So yeah. I mean, like I said, if it can make the film better, and any of my projects, if it can make it better, you know, yeah, let's go for it, right? You know, so yeah, so we, you know, I had a bunch of suggestions, and it helped out the film, you know, a lot. So, and he was perfect. He was perfect as the cop, and you know, he's at the end, so he's the last guy to get killed.
Nice.
Allegedly,
he's the final guy. Oh,
well, maybe. You know what? You really got to see if he is the final guy. It's a little bit of a.
My
trust
thing,
me, I'm going to.
My question was going to be, so these three are on the same mode of transportation.
Yeah.
That mode of transportation, they somehow take it over or something. Is what it sounds like to me.
Bus crash.
Do you get to see the actual Michael Myers face, or
yes?
Okay, so before it's Michael Myers, before he dons the mask,
you're going to see Michael Myers. Now, mind you, we do camera angles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be above the nose. You know, you'll get not a full close up, but you'll see. Bill Redding is the actor that plays Michael Myers, right? So, and then we had a couple other actors play the Shape. So actually, Michael Myers of TikTok and Instagram. It's Michael Myers of Instagram. He's got like 2 million followers. He came in and he played Michael Myers, or not Michael Myers, but the Shape majority of the film. So, yeah, young
talking
kid.
about the one where his wife yells at him all the time.
That's a Decatur.
No, this guy.
Decatur.
He's a
right.
young kid. He's like 20 years old, and he does a lot of dancing in his videos. If you go, Michael Myers of Instagram, Michael Myers of TikTok. This kid could dance. So
okay, I know who he's talking about. I've watched him.
Yeah, young kid, blonde hair. Yeah. His name's Tommy. He didn't want me to use his name in the movie either, by the way. So he just said, just do Michael Myers of Instagram. So he's got Instagram, social media, but this kid could dance. He does backflips and all. He was doing, and like I said, we're in the basement of the mansion. So, and we had some kids there, right, in the movie. So they're all down there and, you know, just having fun. Because we kind of, the basement of the mansion was kind of like a rec room, pool table. And that was basically our actor's room, like a green room for them. Mm-hmm. You know, we never filmed anything in there. So, but they're down there just, you know, chilling out. And which is super cool for the owners. You know, that's his own bathroom. We had our own refrigerator, big screen TV, pool table, couches, and then, you know, he's like, hey, do you want to see me do a backflip? And I'm like, no backflips in the house. You know, dude. Yeah,
he did it anyway.
No, he did it because I would have kicked his ass. No, I said, I'm sure he did though, knowing him. But you know, he made a couple TikTok videos out in the backyard. Like I said, we were on 10 acres, so I saw him in the corner. You know, I'm like, what the hell is he doing? He's dancing. Well, he was filming one of his videos. for Instagram and stuff. But
you should have had him you should have been like, hey, put the set on the screen.
No,
he
did.
Okay.
Yeah, he tagged us and all that stuff.
That's
so,
awesome. That's awesome. Extra recognition, man. Any way you can get it, right?
Yeah. We had Brett Wagner, the Lost Leatherface from 2003. So he flew in, good buddy of mine. So he's in the movie. He doesn't play Leatherface, but he's in it.
What shame.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He had a main role. So,
okay.
But Christopher Kohler, Chicago boy. He played Leatherface and he nailed it. So, and actually you get to see him without his mask, right? In the beginning. And the story revolves around him, right? So it's basically, and I know the 2022 Netflix version got a lot of, crap thrown at it, right? I liked it, I'm friends with Mark. So I liked it. So it kind of, it actually is a sequel base. It kind of it happens after that, right? We follow Bubba, and in our version it's Bubba, but we follow Leatherface, going to jail, going to Smith's Groves, and it kind of follows him a little bit, until Act 2. Then they all kind of get separated. But that was kind of the gist where we're going with on that, and it worked out pretty good. So,
yeah. CJ, how long did it take you to write the script for this?
You know what? We wrote it. Zach Eckler, he's my writing partner. So I originally wrote it, gave it to him, threw it back, probably like 3 months, right? And it was, like I said, it was like 100 pages. But like I said, with the budget we had, we just had cut, trim it down.
Yeah.
To basically like 30, 40 pages. Unfortunately, the way we wrote and the way I write scripts anyways, it's not a big budget, but the budget, I think we made that our script probably would have been about 100,000, I want to say, to make the script that we wrote. Mm-hmm. But we only got 20 grand. And then when we started filming, I think we were only at, 15 grand when we started filming. So, but he's my writing partner. So we have a couple scripts right now. That were, I want to make something next year. So we have 3 scripts. We probably sell 2 of them and then make 1 of them. So cool. Pretty excited like that. And definitely not going to do it in the fall. We're doing it in the spring. So we're going to get that, milk that sunlight,
Well, Mark and I, we follow a lot of indie filmmakers and stuff like that. So, we try to make sure that we push on our channel. Our channels, what's going on, what you guys have coming up. So let our fans know where they can find you and what you have coming up. And then, of course, if you have future projects and you want to come back on the show as well, we'd absolutely love to have you on.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. It's fun. Like I said, you can find me on Facebook, CJ Vecchio, cjvecchio.com, theevil3.com. You can find me on Chicago Horror Film Fest.com. So I'm plastered over the internet. Just look for, you see my creepy mug on there. I'm pretty easy to find. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm not a big TikToker though. But
I did find him on TikTok though.
No, did you? I'm on there. I always say TikTok. I'm on TikTok.
I'm on the TikToks.
Yeah. So you can find me on there. Indiegogo. If you go on Indiegogo, look for the Evil 3. Google the Evil 3. Google my name. So which is always pretty cool. I'm like, just Google my name, you'll find me, and boop, there you go. So it's just a little bit of ego.
We don't have it like that yet, Mark. What's going on here?
You gotta work it. You gotta work it. So
we've only been out for what?
A few months. Sure.
8 months. 8 months.
8 months.
It's all about SEO, boys. SEO.
Listen. They like me enough at work that they got me doing commercials for my job. So I know when you talk about how it takes so many takes. Trust me, I get it. I literally was trying to read a line that I wrote, and it was so simple. It was my name, the phone number, what the hell I was going to talk about, and come on down and see us. And I couldn't get it right. It took me 20 takes to get it right. I was like, dude, I am so sorry.
Well, you know what? With my problem is, I kind of like my mouth is working and my brain and my mouth ain't.
And the brain doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah.
And even
totally get it. I do.
Even on the company voicemail, like my girlfriend will laugh. Like when I have to change the company voicemail message, because it's like 10 times, 18 times. And she's laughing. And I'm just, I don't know. It's just like I said, my brain and my mouth don't sync up. So yeah. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So
well, that was like when we were doing the thing for our show, and you kept doing it, and you kept screwing it up.
Yeah.
One day I'll actually show those.
He's got some blooper reels that I did
Nice.
when we first started talking about doing the show. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, let's cut a commercial, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna cut a commercial for our show. You cut a commercial. He never cut a commercial. I did like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I sent them all to him, and he was laughing, and I was just like, look, here's what we're going with. Put it out there. Let's just do that. What do you think? And he was like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. Well, my favorite saying is fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Like my sound guy, Ted Mercedes, right? I always say, don't worry, Ted, we'll fix it in post. And, I kind of pride myself, and I'm a total amateur, right? So I can always kind of fix it. If I see a shadow, I can fix that. Something, someone's, I see an ass crack or a boom, Mike, I can fix that. So, I just say, just fix it in post. I can edit that real quick. Make it look good. Try to.
Are you gonna have any outtakes or blooper reels or anything like that for the people that bought the DVD, the Blu-ray, that kind of stuff?
There's really no blue. I gotta say, we were pressed for time. And like I said, indie budget. We had you don't have time to be sitting there laughing and doing 10 takes. So there's really no blooper reels, right? And
that's a shame. We like those.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, now mind you, I could go back. Now I have like I think 28 hours of footage. I mean, but I mean, it was basically action and cut, and then we just move on to the next. I mean, we got my DP Brian Riaz. We had 2 camera guys, and he hit with 3 all together, right? We just kind of we didn't have time. We just had to bang them out. And that was a quote. That was our phrase. That was our slogan. We just got to bang it out. We had great actors, great talent. We did 3 takes basically. I think the most we ever did was 6, but most of it was done in like 2 takes, 3 takes. Rob Kabowski was one of our special effects guys from Arizona. So we put him in the movie because there was one scene where he needed to make a mold of the actor's face, right? And he's like, well, can you fly a guy out to Arizona? And I started laughing. I go, no, and he's like, well, I need to make a mold of his face. And then I'm like, well, how long does it take? Blah, blah, blah. He didn't have time, right? Because we paid for him to fly into Chicago, and it was just for the weekend. So I'm like, well, you acted before, right? And he goes, yeah, I've done a couple things. I go, just make a mold of your own face, and you could be the guy. So, and that's what actually happened. So Rob, who's not an actor, came in and, he had a couple lines and he nailed it. So we call him One Cut Rob. So I'm like, all right, One Cut Rob, it's your cheer, and he just banged these things out, simple lines. So, in another case, like I said, it was, we planned it, I kind of dumbed down, not that I dumbed down his lines, but we kind of cut him because we know it was a busy day. He had special effects to work on. And the side, and then what we had with this was the Forest Preserve. So we had our set, and then he had his station, special effects station, off to the side. So he would work on the next special effects because we had, I want to say, 2 or 3 big special effects that day. He was one of them. So he was going back and forth to the scenes, right? So like I said, we kind of trimmed down a little bit of the, his dialogue, which he still had some good lines. But yeah, we call him One Take Rob. So
that's awesome.
He was pretty happy with that. And then the other scene was, and I mean, do we got time for a story or what?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, we were in a forest preserve, and there's always rumors about forest preserves, some seedy stuff going on in the forest preserves, right? So, we had a scene. One of the actors, Justin, and on movie sets, you don't always film it in order, right? We film this scene, and then the next scene is 5 pages prior and stuff like that. So the blood squirting machine that we used was only supposed to squirt blood out by a foot, but it actually a couple times went like 10 feet. It was like a slaughter. It was blood everywhere. So one of the actors, he was standing behind the scenes. He actually got whaled with some blood, splattered with some blood on his jeans, right? So we're like, okay, the next scene is, okay, Justin, it's your scene, this, and we're like, oh shit, this is, you have blood on your jeans, and this is before we meet the killer, right? And we're like, what are we gonna do? And he is a big boy, right? And everybody else is all skinny and shit. So I'm like, oh, we're so screwed. I go, do you have an extra pair of jeans? No. So I look at him, I look at myself, I go, we're about the same size. So we're basically at the Force Reserve taking our pants off.
Trade.
Right? Traded pants. So I gave him my pants, and then Jason, Michael, and Leatherface, they're straight out of prison. So they have prison oranges on, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, they had prison, they were grays, right? So I had a couple extra gray prison pants. So I put on the prison pants, right? So we're filming a scene, and we did it. The pants fit perfect, So at the end, we're dropping trowels. So we're both in our underwear in the middle of a parking lot of a Forest Preserve, and here comes the car. So we got our pants down to our ankles, two guys standing there in our undies, and the car's coming. Thank God it was our sound guy. He's honking the horn laughing. I'm like, why did I have my video camera recording this? That was that.
See, that's the blooper reel that you need.
But
hey.
we didn't film that shit, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, that was the blood was a little crazy that day. We had some car clubs. It was basically what the scene is we originally planned to have a biker gang, but it was October and we didn't know if it was going to snow. So let's do a car club. So there's a Chicago car club called Metal Militia. So I'm friends with one of the head guys. So I said, hey, you want some of your guys to bring their guys, volunteer your cars? We'll put you in the credits and stuff. So these guys brought their hot rods, right? So there was 7 hot rods there. And I said, you guys, we need PAs, right? If you want to help us out, work, we'll feed you and all that stuff. And we're going to feed them anyways. But so one of the guys, we're in the woods filming, everybody's behind the cameras. And once again, the blood totally just hit this guy. And he's just covered with blood. And I'm looking at him. He was right next to me. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, shit, I'm going to get a cleaning bill, right? And he turned around and he goes, yes, I want more. So we're like, get the hell out of here. So then that was take one. I'm like, hey, you guys, dial down the CO2 on that, pressure on that blood. So he was like, I need, where's the hot blood? And he wanted to get doused more with, it was the craziest thing. I'm looking, I go, dude, are you crazy? So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And then,
it sounds like fun.
Yeah. And then one of the guys, I think that was him too. He had a Charger, Dodge Charger, purple Dodge Charger, and he had autographs on his hood, right? I don't know from who. So he came up, to a couple of us, Brett Wagner obviously was there. And he's like, hey, could you autograph my car? So Brett Wagner autographed, and he goes, hey, CJ, can you autograph this? And it was my first autograph I ever gave. So I go, really? Nice. I mean, autograph? So yeah, autographed that. A couple other actors autographed his car and stuff. And that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So we had a fun time shooting that.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, super excited. Like I said, it just, it was in editing mode, doing the festival. Is it bad timing? Yeah, but doing both at once. But like I said, you just got to suck it up and get it
done, because we all want to see the movie now.
Yeah, get her done. So yeah, super excited. Like I said, feedback I got from my LA guys, thumbs up. They saw the first half of the movie. Just got to do some of the audio, some color grading, really just audio. Some sound effects, color grading, little special effects here and there, and then just do the titles, and that's basically it.
Good deal.
And
you're thinking like November timeframe?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Like I said, it's been set back. It's been set back, and I felt bad. But like I said, it's just the nature of the beast. And everybody's understanding because they know how films are, right? Like a couple of my friends, they joke around. Hey man, what the hell you doing? Saying so, I go, dude, when you watch a movie Yeah, and when someone turns that doorknob, that's not that doorknob making the sound, right? And that's what takes
definitely not.
And that's what takes the longest is getting the right sounds. Like where I feel like I live in a townhome. I mean, my neighbor, she knows, but so many the screams, the footsteps, all the noises that come out of my room, my studio. It's just I got, like I said, I have probably about a 10 terabyte of just sound effects of just and then just it's footsteps and this and that and and as a film director and editor at once you watch like I gotta change it's not right and I think that's I just want it right but yeah, super excited for the way it's coming out. Like I said, I like to film one more scene, super easy, bloody as hell, to add with the bloody as hell scenes, but like I said, it figure that one out. I could probably bang that out, either next Sunday or probably have to be like next Sunday. Figure it out, but it'll be just an easy scene. Involves a wood chipper. Involves a wood chipper, by the way. So,
oh boy, a wood chipper. Listen, if you rent it, make sure it's with cash.
Yeah. Well, one of my buddies, one of the fans. He's like, hey, I'll rent it for you. I'm like, shit, yeah. So let's bring it to the backyard, make a mess out of the woods behind, a lot of blood. And I said, if you want to play, the character that does it, you can do it. So, so that'd be pretty exciting. I got to let my DP, though. He doesn't know about it just yet. Well, now he does. So, Ryan, get the camera
he watches
ready.
This, so
yeah. How much is it going to charge me, by the way? Give me a discount.
All right. Cool. Mark, do you got anything else for CJ?
No, now I'm going to have to go look up his Indiegogo and see how I can get the movie before it's on YouTube.
Yeah, and we're doing a poster perk. We're doing a poster perk. So we have the poster that we have signed. So all the actors except one that's in California. But Brett Wagner came to Illinois, so he signed it. So that's on Indiegogo right now. And then I have one more actress to get. We're meeting up on Saturday. Grace Wagner, no relation to Brett Wagner, but she's signing. And then Monday we're shipping them out. And then for a bonus, The Exorcist, the new Exorcist movie, I have a shitload of posters from that. So we're throwing free Exorcist poster in with the package. So you get two posters for the price of one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, check it out. It's $25. Although I do have an Exorcist story though, the new Exorcist from Blumhouse. So I had an advanced screening on Tuesday to see it, and I couldn't make it because I'm editing all these videos. So I sent a couple friends. It turns out they only seen like 10 minutes of it. The audio went out, so they had to shut it down. So I had like 80 of I think we had like 30 of my people there. So I heard about it. So they apologized, but that was the reason why I told my theater guys, let's make sure we're doing the Chicago Horror Fest. Let's test out some of this footage and files. And it worked out pretty good. I have some footage on my Facebook. Some of the test stuff. So yeah, I was like, I don't need that to happen. The movie start and there's no audio. So let's work out all these kinks now. So that's why I just got back from Chicago right when you actually texted me. So
that's good. I mean, you're staying on top of the game there. So I mean, that's the big thing, making sure that everything's going to go smooth as butter. So that's a good thing.
Well, maybe after it's all done, I get the girlfriend, maybe a back massage, maybe hint, Diane, yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
All right,
cool, boys.
CJ, we appreciate your time tonight, sir. It was fun. Hey, like I said, when the movie launches, if you want to come back on,
let me know. Just you guys follow me on Facebook.
We follow you. Yep.
Yeah, so just let me know. Like I said, let me know. And what part of Florida are you guys in?
We're in Citrus County. We're in Podunk. We're in the armpit.
How far is that from like Key Largo and stuff?
The Keys were 8 hours away from.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about
Clearwater.
We're about an hour from Tampa.
Yeah.
North of
Tampa.
I was going to say about 2 hours to Clearwater because my wife goes to Clearwater for Restaurant Depot down there.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I was saying if you guys are close, in April, hook up or something, I'm down there and stuff. So,
if you're in Clearwater, yes. If you go to the Keys, hell no, that's way too close.
It just depends on which part of April, because at the end of April, I'll be out of state.
All right. Yeah. Like I said, just follow me and shit when I get down there. So we'll see.
We'll plan on it.
Cool. All right, boys. I appreciate it. So
thank you.
Times. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, CJ. You too.
Back to editing.
Have fun.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Later. All right. So I'm not going to butcher it. I'm going to try it. Ready? That was CJ Vecchio. CJ.
Sounds about right.
His new movie coming out, The Evil 3, which will feature your favorites, Mark. That is Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and then your least favorite.
No, my least favorite is I have different favorites. When it comes to Leatherface, when it comes to them, I think he's the most vicious one. So I like that. It's just that the movie, I was never a fan of the movies. There are a few that I do like, but
CJ is also hosting Chicago's Horror Fest Film Festival. Is that what it is? Not a Horror Fest. Chicago's Film Festival. And he has more. I think he said he started with more than 550 submissions of films. So if you guys are in the Chicago area and you'd like to check that out, that is Saturday, the 21st of October through the 22nd of October.
Right. It'll finish on my birthday.
So go check out the guys over at the Chicago Film Festival, especially CJ. And if you see them there, tell them the boys from Talking Shit said, "What's up?" Mark, what else you got to talk about?
Let's see here.
There was something else.
What is it?
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, Breast Cancer Awareness.
Save the boobies.
Yes. If you guys have pictures of any loved ones that are going through or have, or passed from breast cancer, we'd like you to share them on our page. We want to do a video for you guys.
Just a small tribute for those who have,
went through
the battle.
I go through this, I do this every year. I want to see, cancer go away. It affects my family, not only from my stepmom, but also my mom's best friend, the grandmother to my oldest daughter. She has breast cancer also, and she's going through it. And I just want to try to, I'd like to see this all go away, but it's hard.
Yeah, the executive producer's mom of Talking Shit is going to have a mass removed soon. I believe that's actually tomorrow. So hopefully that comes back negative for cancer. We wish nothing but the best for these women and men that actually go through.
Yeah, men do have. It's people don't want to believe that men can't get it, but yes, breast cancer, and that's Angie.
All right. So back on to a regular subject here. I'm sorry that we got a little sappy right there, but it's
every so often we get sappy.
Okay, so coming up
on Tuesday, you'll find me on the Basement Surge. I will be it's already been recorded and all that. I will be talking about wrestling, so you go check me out over there. But next Thursday, we have another fan film. It's called what? Do you remember?
Blood
Blood
Loss.
Loss, a Friday the 13th film that actually starts filming this weekend or next weekend.
And Mark's going to be in the movie.
No, I wish.
Yeah, he's going to be the little doll that's up on the
Oh,
shelf.
fuck you. Oh, man.
If you see him in the movie and you can point him out to me, I will give you a t-shirt.
And on top of that,
you were like, wait a minute, what? Mark, I love you. I love you.
You're an ass. Okay.
All right. So
where's your poster at, by the way?
My wife has not gotten me a frame yet for that, my friend.
Okay.
I like that poster though. Those posters are available for sale.
That poster.
That talking shit poster, that little talking shit poster.
Well, eventually we will have I actually ordered stickers, so we're gonna actually send those stickers to some people for free. I'm not gonna sell them.
Just gonna give them out to some fans, some random fans. If you want one, just go, hey, I want one.
We have only 8 people left until we hit 500 subscribers or followers.
Yeah, we don't need 500 subscribers or followers on our Facebook page, because then that means I got to give away money, and I just don't have it.
Well, we're both giving away money this time.
Oh, Mark's going to give away money. Hey, everybody sign up real quick.
Well, we're both giving away money. We're also going to give away a few other things too. Maybe I'm still debating on this one, if I want to give this one away or not.
Ooh, Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Is that the movie?
No.
Oh my God, you don't want to do that.
I already have one.
Oh, so you got 2 of them.
Yeah, on accident.
So how do I sign up?
How do you sign up? You want it?
Can I win? Like, can I win it?
You can't win. No, you can't win it.
Yes.
And nobody in your family can win it neither.
Oh, come on.
That's not fair to the rest of them.
Okay.
That's like my, saying, okay, my wife won the gift card, All
right, so our families will be out of the drawing, so you guys are safe now. So please, if you are watching, listening, or if you just somehow just came across our this portion of it here, just go ahead and like the page, subscribe, hit the notification bell over on YouTube. It means a ton to us. And yes, we are going to give away some stuff. It's to say thank you. Can we give it to all of you? No, we can't. We'd love to. We're just not that popular. So sorry about that.
Just think, if we make 1,000, we'll do it again.
Oh yeah, but then you're going to give away more money.
Yeah, might find other things to get rid of. You never know. Like one of the shirts, we still got a couple of shirts left.
We've got a couple left. We're gonna have to do another run on. We're gonna have to go ahead and get some more printed. So, if you guys want shirts, reach out to us. You can message us on our Facebook page. Just message us. Let us know what size you need. We're gonna give you the next size up. Okay, because these shirts do wear a little small. So if you tell me you're a large, I'm gonna get you an extra large. If you're an extra large, you're going to a 2X, and so on and so forth. If you're a small, you're getting a medium.
They shrink when
and that's for your sister. Tell her that she's getting a medium.
She'll be lucky she gets anything, because she hasn't watched in a while.
Whoa!
Normally she watches at work, but she hasn't watched in a while.
Well, shame on
her. But next week, what happens after next week?
After next week, got these guys from TikTok who absolutely will blow you away with their song stylings. Go over to TikTok if you have the app and type in TRAPMAST3RS, Trap Masters. Check those guys out. They're funny and they're fantastic. They are on point with everything that they've done in all of their videos. I can't believe that they actually agreed to be on this show. But man, it's going to be
I
awesome.
hounded them until they said yes.
It's going to be awesome.
And then on the 24th, we're going to have the one, the only CJ Graham, part 6.
Mark has been dying to have a legitimate Jason Voorhees
I
on
had
the show.
I had Tommy Jarvis,
Yep.
Tom Matthews, so I had to have Jason Voorhees. So yes, I had to do it. When he said yes, I was happy. Oh yeah, it reminds me. You remember that guy that you keep saying that you're trying to get on our show and kept trying and trying and trying? And
yes.
Well, guess who? Guess what? Guess who finally agreed to come on the show?
Is it Bill Booth from Bill Booth Outdoors?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I love that guy. He's fantastic. If you don't know who he is, go over and check him out as well. You can actually follow him on Facebook at Bill Booth Outdoors. He's got a YouTube channel. He's probably one of the bravest men that you'll ever meet. I don't know. I mean, he's either brave or you know, lost part of his, or yeah, it could be I'm not sure what's going on there, but
we'll find out.
Absolutely 100% wrestle a snake to the ground. Yeah, no, I'm out.
Snake, you lost me at snake right there. But a gator, anything else, no problem. Snake, fuck that. And then all we need is one more person for November 2nd show.
And I'm calling out. I'm going to call out this person to see if I can get them on the show. We've had a conversation, and that is Batman of Spring Hill.
Well, yes, that one too. But we also need for the November 2nd one is
for the military.
We just need one from the Coast Guard.
So if anybody knows anybody that's in the Coast Guard, was in the Coast Guard, is thinking about going, no, we want somebody that's prior.
And that show, current. Brian will not be will not be the co-host. He will actually be one of the guests.
Yep.
He's going to represent the Navy.
Going to be a guest on my own show. That's right, guys. The Navy. Probably one of the best branches that you could be in. Hate to say that I got out early, but hey, I got out early. Things happen.
My youngest brother will represent the Marines.
Right on. Hoorah.
The Air Force will be done by who?
Air Force is going to be done by Broken System Podcast, Robert Palmer. So if you don't know who he is, check him out.
He's been on the show quite a few times.
Yes, he has.
And then the Army.
We're working on a couple. I've got feelers out there. I've asked a first sergeant who is actually a family member. I didn't get a thumbs up, a full reply of yes, but I didn't get a no either. It was, he's an ROTC instructor now, so now it kind of revolves around what the programs got going on at the school. So
if not, I can reach out to another person.
We'll get it done. We're going to get it done. But if you guys know anybody that's in the Coast Guard and would like to be on our show to help us out, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the only one that's the only one that I don't know anybody that is in the Coast Guard. That's the only one.
It's because the branch is this big, bud.
Yeah, they don't let a whole lot of people in.
You can hold those guys right here. So all right. From us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark.
We're out of here.
And we're out of here. As soon as I figure out how to do it.